Chapter 12. Bob. Livy laughs too, but only for a second. Then she asks, all casual like, "Is Philippa still around?" My little green heart is beating so fast. At least I think my heart is green. Am I an invisible friend? Is that what I am? No superpowers or magic? Is that why Livy's mom couldn't see me? And perhaps, most importantly, is there someone else like me? I hold my breath until Sarah answers. Not anymore, of course. Instead of being disappointed, my heart quickens even more. Does that mean Sarah's invisible friend found her way home? Maybe Sarah knows how to get me home too. Ask her, I want to shout to Livy. Ask her how she got Philippa home. Oh, Livy says quickly. Duh, of course. She grabs a cookie from the plate. I can tell she's not going to let this drop, still making it sound like no big deal. She asks, "So, what kind of things did you guys do together? Philippa, I mean." Sarah reaches for another cookie too. At the rate they're chomping through these cookies, the hope of any being left over for me is shrinking. I am amazed that I can still think of snacks at an important moment like this. But there you have it. Well, one time you came over and we all had a tea party. Livy stops chewing. I brought my invisible friend over to your house for a tea party? Sarah shakes her head. No, it was only the three of us. You said yours wouldn't want to get dressed up and pretend to drink from little cups. I have to smile. Livy always looked out for me. Though I bet he'd look pretty cute in a tutu, Livy says rather loudly. Clearly she knows I'm eavesdropping. If you say so, Sarah says, then adds, I haven't thought about Philippa in years. What happened to her at the end? I know Livy's face so well that even though her back is to me, I know she's holding her breath right now. This is it. This is when I find out how I'll get home. I press my right eye up to the crack and hold my breath too. Sarah shrugs. I got bored of pretending to see her, I guess. Oh, Livy says. It's a sad oh. Sarah's invisible friend wasn't real. Not in the same way I'm real. I feel foolish and slump down to the floor. Unfortunately, I land squarely on the mast of the pirate ship and then jump back up with a Lego sticking where Lego shouldn't stick. I must have made a noise because both girls turned to face the closet. Livy jumps. Thanks for coming today. It was fun. I'm still kind of jet-lagged though, so I think I'm going to take a nap. Okay, Sarah says, standing up from the rug. Livy looks all around the room and grabs one of those creepy dolls. Do you want to borrow Abigail? I'm sure my mom won't mind. No thanks, Sarah says, and I think she's finally going to leave because one hand is on the doorknob. But then she says, do you want to hang out later? I can't, Livy says. I'm making a cake with my grandmother now that the baby is out of the house. Then they leave to walk downstairs, and I come out of my closet and sit on the edge of the bed. Only crumbs are left on the cookie tray. Why am I not surprised? Livy comes back in and closes the door and flops on the bed. I think you need a larger chicken suit. That one's like 5 times too small for you now. Before I can argue that no one taught me proper laundry techniques, she reaches under the pillow and pulls out a cookie. Saved you one. I lean past the cookie and reach around and hug her bony shoulders. You smell clean, but what was that for? She asks when I finally let go. For the cookie, for not making me go to a tea party, for tape recording stories for me to listen to even though I never got them. Guess you saw the dancing, she says. You've got some good moves. She smiles. I do, don't I? You don't need to feel bad about leaving me in the closet, I blurt out, then take a bite of the cookie. I chomp and talk and crumbs fly out as I try to explain how I was never alone because I had my imagination to keep me company. Man, this cookie tastes good. When I finally run out of words, she says, Didn't anyone tell you not to talk with your mouth full? All I heard between crunches was something about you exploring your inner Bob. I swallow my last bite. That's pretty much the gist of it. You have a Lego stuck to your leg, she says, reaching over to pluck it off. You really didn't get tired of building that same ship over and over? I smile. In between, I'd make whatever word I was reading in the dictionary. The aardvark was my first. I was particularly proud of that one. She tilts her head at me. How many different objects can you make from one pirate ship? Exactly 3,009 so far. She nods, clearly impressed. It is impressive. So it was a ship, but also all those other things? Yes. She tosses the Lego piece back into the closet and grabs her shoes. Where are you going? I ask. We are going to search for the farm, for that time capsule Sarah was talking about. One thing can be lots of other things, right? So a time capsule can also be a clue. Who knows what I put in there? It could take a while to find it, so bring a flashlight. My spirits rise and rise. We're going on an adventure. We don't need to bring one, I tell her with a grin. Why not? Because I know exactly where you buried it.